Hi, good evening everybody. In this video we're going to take a look at the Sabres special teams, where exactly it is at this very moment. Coming up. Alright folks, on this video, a few surprises here, even for myself, that I wasn't aware of. Just a few things. But shout out goes to Nordman. He asked me if I could do a special teams video. I think it's a good idea because right now our special teams is struggling. So let's take a look at it. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how we started and where we're at now. I broke it down game to game since it's not too long into the season, okay? So we're 20% of the way into the season. Let's go through the 16 games. We were at home against Montreal. We won 5-1. The power play was 3 for 6, and the penalty kill that night was 4 for 4. In Arizona at Buffalo, we won 2-1 in a shootout. We were 1 for 2 on the power play, 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Then Vancouver came into town. We won 5-2. We were 0 for 3 on the power play, but 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Then Boston came in. They beat us 4-1. We were 0 for 4 on the power play, and we were 1 for 2 on the penalty kill. Then our first road game of the year in New Jersey, we lost in overtime 2-1. We were 1 for 2 on the on the power play, and we were 2 for 3 on the penalty kill. Then Tampa Bay, we won 5-1. We were 0 for 1 on the power play and 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Now the West trip. In Anaheim, we won 4-3 in overtime. We were 1 for 2 on the power play and 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. Then Los Angeles, we lost 3-2. We were 0 for 2 on the power play and 5 for 6 on the penalty kill. Now, in San Jose, we lost 5-3, 0 for 2 on the power play, 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. In Seattle, we lost again 5-2, 1 for 3 on the power play, 4 for 4 on the penalty kill. And then Detroit at home, that disastrous game, where we lost 4-3 in overtime. We were 1 for 2 on the power play and 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. Then in Washington, in a road game, we lost 5-3. We were 0 for 3 in the power play, 2 for 3 on the penalty kill that night. Then Edmonton, we won 3-2, 0 for 3 on the power play, 4 for 6 on the penalty kill, which is good against Edmonton. You know, if you're killing 2 out of every 3, it's actually good. That's how good their power play is. Toronto, that 5-4 loss with seconds left. We were 0 for 2 that night on the power play and 0 for 1 on the penalty kill. And then Pittsburgh, the Tokarski night, 0 for 5 on the power play that night and 3 for 4 on the penalty kill. And then Calgary, our last game, we were 0 for 2 on the power play, of course, and 1 for 2 on the penalty kill. Now, here's the thing. If you look at it, look at this. Look at our last 5 games. 0 for 3, 0 for 3, 0 for 2, 0 for 5, 0 for 2. Then you can even go up a little higher. 1 for 2, 1 for 3, 0 for 2. Oh, you know, the penalty kill I'll get to in a sec. But I'm concentrating on the power play right now because it's a concern. It really is. 0 for 2, 1 for 2, 0 for 1, 1 for 2, 0 for 4, 0 for 3, 1 for 2, 3 for 6. Take a look at that, guys. In 16 games, only our first game of the year, we had multiple power play goals in a game. Our first game. That I didn't know till I made this chart and I wrote it out. I was surprised, to be honest. It's funny, things can go by you like that. You just don't really notice because you're not paying attention to every single detail till you see it. But then look at the power play, you know, 4 for 4, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 1 for 2, 2 for 3, 2 for 2, 1 for 1, 5 for 6, 1 for 1, 4 for 4, 1 for 1, 2 for 3, 4 for 6, 0 for 1, 3 for 4, 1 for 2. So it's really the last 5 games, 2 for 3, 4 for 6, 0 for 1, 3 for 4, 1 for 2. We haven't had a perfect night in the power play 5 straight games now. 5 straight games. So if there's anything that's really hurting us right now and that's killed the momentum of the quick start is, in my opinion, is the power play. The penalty kill still hung around and did its thing, but the power plays went north basically on us. It really has. Or went south, I should say. It's absolutely not producing since the first 2 games, which I'm going to show you. Okay, take a look at this. This was a little alarming. Now, the power play, our first 2 games was 4 for 8. The first 2 games of the season, Since then, we're 4 for 36, guys, in the last 14 games. First 11 games on the penalty kill, 26 for 29. The last 5 games, 10 for 16. So 26 for 29, then 10 for 16 since. Our penalty kill, the number still isn't bad. It's 80%, which is 20th. The power play's 18.2 now, which is 18th. So our two of the stats that we were leading in the top 6 all year, you guys remember not too long ago, we were in the top 6, 7 with these statistics, right? Now we're 18th and 20th. And it does not show any sign of snapping out of it soon, from what I can tell. Doesn't mean it can't, but obviously it has to be alarming for Granato looking at this. If I know it, he knows it. If you know it, he knows it. You know, they know what's going on. But I didn't realize that we've only had one multiple power play goal game this year, which was the first game of the season. I didn't know that till I broke this down and looked at it completely. I was like, my God, really? You know, and let's face it, guys, 4 for 36 isn't going to cut it, especially with a team. Yes, one stat I forgot to throw up there, which was my bad, that statistic one where the Sabres shooting percentage on high danger chances. I also meant to show, I don't know how I left it out, but I should have showed you this also. We're dead last in the league in high danger chances, period. Dead last. So we're compensating with when we have our high danger chances, we're scoring 5 on 5. Luckily, or we'd be crashing and burning right now. And the truth is, realistically, are we going to finish first in high danger chance percentage by the end of the year? You know, we don't, you know, realistically, no, we're not. But let's hope that that bottom gets into like the top 15 eventually. It's early. Anything can change. But this 4 for 36 is alarming. 10 for 16, we were kind of due to come back to life, to earth, I should say, you know, from this to this. Yeah, you're going to have a few games where you struggle a bit on the penalty kill. It's normal. But 4 for 36, that's 1 for every 9. That's an 11% power play since the first 2 games of the year. Our power play is 11%. I guarantee that's the worst. That's what's going on. That's why we're struggling. That's why we're not winning. But if you look at it, we're 500 with that. I guarantee under Kruger right now, okay, if we were doing this last year under Kruger with his boring system, we would be, what, 7-7-2? We'd probably be something like 3-11-2. Somewhere in that ballpark, somewhere around there. Maybe 4-10 if we're lucky. No, I mean, we're still, because of the Granato system and the work ethic, and the truth is they just don't give up in games, as we all know. Thank God, because this would be enough to demoralize a team, and they know they're struggling on the power play. But I do realize, as we all do, that, you know, Middlestad's out and Olofsson's out. We realize this. Let's hope this picks up once we get healthy again. And I've seen something about Jokiharju today, so practicing, which is great news. We just need to get our regulars back and see what happens with these numbers. And we'll look at this again, maybe at the half of the season. We'll check it out again. You know, if one of you guys remind me, we'll do it. We'll do a half thing and look at it and compare. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I got one more video to make. See you in that one.